Okay guys, so Dragon Ball Daima episode 11 is here, and Vegeta fans, we can rejoice and unite because we finally have some serious action with Vegeta. I know a couple episodes ago he beat those thieves or whatever, but that was not a real fight. Now we are getting into a real Vegeta fight, and I'm so happy and hyped about it, man, but I'm getting a bit ahead of myself. So the episode begins as the last one ended, with the Namek and Neva, I think it's Neva his name, approaching the plane before they are taking off, and they all come down to see what he wants, of course. And yeah, he starts he notices the Dragon Ball, and yeah, the Demon King is watching them. Yeah, Goku asks if they are Namek and if he still lives here. He says yes, and he notices the Dragon Ball right here. Yes, and then he starts acting weird and senile, and then Piccolo notices and he's like, "Hey, cut that shit. We know you are just fooling around." And then Piccolo asks him if he's the legendary Namek and Neva. Yeah, Neva. He says yes, and then yeah, he talks about Piccolo being a warrior Namek. That is a rare thing. Yes, because Namekans are mostly peaceful. And you remind me of Katats. And then Piccolo says Katats was my father. Now we have confirmation of the name of Piccolo's father. And last week I talked about, because it didn't make much sense to me, Piccolo's father being on the Demon Realm, because I was thinking that Demon King Piccolo was Piccolo's father, but then someone in the comments told me that Piccolo is a reincarnation of the Demon King, not really a son. So yeah, it kind of makes sense looking it that way, that Demon King Piccolo is not Piccolo's father, Piccolo is just a reincarnation of him. So we have confirmation of Piccolo's father, Katats, and he said, yeah, he was my father, his name is Piccolo. Piccolo, that's a strange name. Yes, you should, and then yeah, he was pretending to be senile, so he could fool them, I guess, to try to take, I don't know if he's trying to take the Dragon Balls or not, but yeah, then he explains why he went with King Goma to Earth to get the Dragon Balls, and he explains why King Goma turned them into kids, because King Goma was afraid that they would invade the Demon Realm after they defeated Buu, but we know that won't happen. But yeah, he talks that it was Goma's request to turn them into kids because he didn't want them invading the demon world. And what else? Yeah, he asks about kidnapping Dende, and Piccolo asks, "Hey, how did you know that they would not kill Dende?" And he's like, "Hey, Namekans are kind of not precious, but yeah, what if he killed Dende? Namekans are valuable." That's what he says. And he has a point. But yeah, he didn't expect that they would come to the Demon Realm to get the Dragon Balls, and that they defeated the Tamagami already. And then he asks to go with them. Yeah, he's right, he's the one that created the Tamagamis. He explains it to them that many people started using the Dragon Balls for small things, and he got sick of that. And then he created the Tamagamis. Oh right, he says Nameks must not use their power for conflict, and then everyone starts looking at Piccolo like, "Come on, Piccolo." Then Piccolo is like, "Hey, why you're looking at me?" But yeah, then he talks about the Tamagamis and asks to go with them. They says he can't because the plane is already too crowded, and then he explains that they need someone to talk the Namekian language to ask for the wish of the Dragon Balls. And then Goku, I think it's Goku, that asks Piccolo if he knows how to speak Namekian. He says no, that I've lived on Earth too long. And here's the thing, I kind of understand, but when it was I think it's the 23rd World Tournament, Piccolo and Kami start talking Namekian to each other, and that is like what, 20 years more or less, and he forgot in that time period. I think it's possible, but doesn't matter. He convinces them to take them with him, and he goes. And then we come here, and they are trying to make another Majin, since Majin Ku lost his fight against the Tamagami, and now they are going all in with the essence of Majin Buu and all of that. They are just all in on making this new one, so we can be strong enough to defeat the Tamagami. And then we come here. Yeah, this guy is complaining about his butt. Every time he talks, I find it funny. I find his voice so funny, I don't know why. But yeah, he talks about living here and like leaving it here and keeping it safe until everyone returns. So he's hoping that the Namekians return to the Demon Realm, I guess. But yeah, this is where he explains that bad people, started using the Dragon Balls for small things, and then he made the Tamagami so it won't be easy to get the Dragon Balls. Yeah, Goku starts complaining. Alright, Vegeta, by the way, I'm fighting the next Tamagami. Yes, as a Vegeta fan, yes, please. Yeah, he says, you already fought one, it's my turn next. And Goku is like, no, I want to fight him as well. And he explains that different people can fight the Tamagamis as long as it's one-on-one. That's the only thing that matters. I wonder if it's 2-on-1 or 3-on-1, what happens? Do they get some sort of special buff or something like that? But yeah, Vegeta gets to fight the next Tamagami, which I'm happy because Vegeta is the best. And yeah, now she puts the saliva on I think they are planting him on this, and they are using the last seed of the Cyberman. And yeah, Majin Ku is happy because he's always wanted a brother. He's been alive for 5 minutes and he's talking, hey, I always wanted a brother. Man, come on. I understand, but yeah, now he is born. And who is it born? It's none other than Majin Du. Majin Du is here. And his design is not that well, it's basically Majin Buu but different colors, I guess. But Majin Du, these names are Majin Ku, Majin Du. Toriyama. But yeah, he starts to do a weird dance or something like that, and then he asks for chocolate, and he asks her for money to go to the convenience store to buy chocolate. And I'm like, do you have convenience stores in the Demon Realm? Really? Oh my god. But yeah, he brings back the chocolate bar, he hits it, then he has one as well, and then he tries to divide it with his brother, I guess, and then he hits the bigger half, and then it wants more, and they start kind of fighting, but yeah, then she tells him, hey, I want you to fight the Tamagami, and he's like, okay, I fight. So now we go back to Vegeta, Goku, and everyone else, and they arrive at the second Tamagami, from the second Demon Realm. And now we go back to Majin Du to begin fighting with the first Tamagami. And yeah, he challenges him, and Tamagami, when he fought Majin Ku, he stayed like this the whole time. He didn't even try that hard against Majin Buu, but now we notice that he struggles a bit more against Majin Buu. And I don't know if Majin Buu will beat him one-on-one, or if Majin Buu will join, or they will fuse together or something like that, because I don't know if I feel like the Tamagami will lose to them. I might be wrong, because he kinda gets his ass kicked a bit, but not that. Yeah, he's trying to figure out how to use Ki Blast and blast his own face. Stupid idiot. Now we go back to Vegeta. Vegeta is stretching, preparing for the fight, and yeah, Pansy turns to Bulma. Hey, I'm warning you that Tamagamis are really strong. Isn't Goku stronger than him? Is he gonna be okay? And Bulma is like, hey, just watch and see. Bulma has full trust on Vegeta, as it should. And right here, even my brother says, Vegeta, please don't point at yourself, don't do the pointing. And I was like, yeah, every time Vegeta points at itself, it's a bad sign, but here he didn't point at himself, so we are okay. Vegeta is winning, okay? We gotta hope for the Vegeta win. But yeah, he thinks that Vegeta is kidding because he's just a kid, and then he notices Neva, and he's like, oh, okay, this is for real now. And Vegeta, yeah, let's go. They start the fight, and Vegeta they are fighting evenly, I would say. And then even Glory is like, oh damn, these guys are on another level. Yes, they are. And then Tamagami gets Vegeta with a cut and blood. I was a bit surprised to see a bit of blood. And now we go back to Majin Buu against Tamagami. And yeah, it just jumps on his face like, and then we go. This kind of quick cuts is one thing I know it's normal, and every anime and all of that does that, but I just wish they would focus on this fight first for a couple of minutes, and then cut and focus on the Vegeta fight for a couple of minutes. But yeah, they continue to fight. Right here he jumps on his face. And then we go back to Vegeta with Tamagami. And Vegeta is sent into the sea, and then the Kraken appears and tries to hit Vegeta. Vegeta escapes, he powers up and escapes the sea and the Kraken, and then Tamagami is like, I was waiting for you. And he strikes him with the trident right into the Kraken's mouth, and the episode ends with Vegeta getting eaten by the Kraken. And I'm like, this is the perfect setup for the next episode to begin with Vegeta going Super Saiyan and blasting out of the Kraken. I really hope that's what happens, I really do, because if they have to put Goku to come here to save Vegeta from the Kraken, I'm gonna be pissed. I really am. I really hope the animation it's the one thing I didn't talk, but the animation and the moves he was doing were very cool. I know it's a bit of a side thing, but since I also do a lot of Sparking Zero content, I hope these guys are well done for the DLC, and they are part of DLC, and I hope they are. It's like 20 characters or something like that, so they gotta be some DLC characters. But yeah, I'm hoping for next episode begins, Vegeta goes Super Saiyan, blasts out of the mouth of the Kraken and starts punching Tamagami in the face and beats him, and Vegeta gets a W on Daima. I really hope that's what happens. But man, in terms of what the episode was good. I enjoyed it. If I had to give it a rating, I would give it 7.5 out of 10, something like that. But if next episode is what I'm hoping, and it's Vegeta just blasting Super Saiyan, it's a 10 out of 10 immediately. Probably, if the rest of the episode is crap, then I'll leave it a lower score. But well guys, let me know what you thought of Dragon Ball Daima episode 11. Let me know if you are happy that Vegeta is finally getting some real action in the show, finally. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.